Hi, I'm Brian Hoffman, Vice President of Engineering at Arch Network, and today we're going to have a short tutorial on how to deploy your program to the actual live testnet for Arch Network. So this tutorial is a continuation of our original tutorial where we deployed Hello World program to our local network. In this case, we're going to go ahead and create a new profile in the CLI that points to the public testnet, and we're going to deploy our program there. And then, just as an added bonus, we're going to go ahead and we're going to go to our Explorer online and make sure that the transaction happened there, and we'll show you kind of what that looks like when you deploy live to the testnet. So, as I said before, our first step is to go ahead and create a new profile that points to the testnet environment. If you go to the Arch book, in the Getting Started Quickstart section, where we ran the orchestrate start command to create our local environment, you'll see that there's a section called option B testnet. And we're going to go ahead and use that to create our new configuration profile that points to testnet. The command here is going to be arch-cli config create profile, and we're going to name it testnet, and we have all the parameters for our public testnet here that are convenient. The only change that we're going to make here, though, is we're going to go to, instead of using our localhost environment on 9002, we're going to point to our public RPC node. And that's located at rpc-beta.test.arch.network. And I believe it's HTTPS, so we'll go ahead and use that. And also our Titan URL, there's a different Titan URL for that. And we're going to change the address of our Titan URL to point to our public Titan instance. So at this point, this profile is not going to be using anything locally. It's going to be pointing to all remote nodes. A remote Bitcoin node at bitcoin-rpc.test.arch.network, an RPC server for Arch Network, a validator, and our Titan indexer. So we created the profile, and we're just going to go ahead and we're going to set that to be our default profile. And we can run arch-cli config list profiles to make sure that that actually set. So our default now is testnet, and it's pointed to these nodes. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our example Hello World program, and we're going to redeploy the program on using this profile to the testnet network. So we're going to navigate. Let's see, what directory are we in right now? Okay, we're in our project directory. So now we're going to go into our Arch examples, Hello World, and we're going to go to program, and here's our target folder. Remember, we always are deploying from our target folder. So we're going to run arch-cli deploy, and we can just go ahead and use the same command that we did before, because now we're going to use our default profile, which is pointed to our remote nodes. So hopefully this same command should run on the testnet, and we should have a success there. As you can see, the profile is pointing to a new one, and we're deploying. Step 1 is done successfully. Let's see, it's a little bit slower because we're going onto the network now instead of locally. All right, so fingers crossed, it looks like it worked. What we can do now is we can go to our on-chain testnet explorer, which is at https explorer-beta.test.arch.network. Have to type right. And we can go in here. Oh, look, we have a blue bar here popping across the top of the screen, which means something happened on network. I'm guessing that's probably us. Let's go to transactions. Let's see, 2:19 p.m. That's at the time of the recording. This is correct. So hopefully this is our transaction. Let's click into it. Okay, we can see some transaction details here in the Explorer. So 2:19 p.m. it was successful. Here's the Arch block it got into, which is 2.17 million. We can see the participants that were involved here, and let's go down and see what the instruction was. Okay, this is a data 2 type. There's a BPF Loader Deploy command, which is exactly what we ran. We ran a loader command to deploy our ELF file into the network. And we can see our logs, invoke success. So there it is. And I believe since we ran a bunch of different operations, we should see a ton of transactions. You can see these all happened at 2:19 p.m. because each one of these transactions is one of those chunks getting uploaded to the network. And you can see in here the data, for the transaction. You can see the raw transaction. See, there's a bunch of bytes. This is basically parts of this chunk of the ELF binary getting pushed into the network through this instruction. And you can see this all in the Explorer. You can also see different things on this Explorer related to the network. You can see that the BPF loader has done 33 transactions here. The system program, which is like our default program for creating accounts. The APL token program. So all these built-in programs here, you can click through and filter out transactions by those different accounts. So this one was created on the 15th, so that's nothing to do with us. But we have 2:19 p.m. here. This is the system program. These are like creating accounts. So if we go click into this, you can see, oh, here's a system program account. The system program created an account, and here was the funder. They gave it one arch into that account, and here was the new account that was created. So all these different transactions all show up in this Explorer. And once again, you can reach out to our official testnet by going to explorer-beta.test.arch.network.